friends, welcome back to Food Prep Guide. Today's video is how to open a canning jar. I hope I'm not the only one who has ever struggled with a seal that did not want to come undone, and if I am, I'm kind of embarrassed, but every now and then I come across a jar that I cannot pry open with my fingers, or even sometimes one of these methods and I have to move to another one to try to get it open. Really good sealed sometimes. So I wanted to go through 3 ways to open a canning jar that is just stuck. So the first way is to actually use your canning lid. So I'm using my dehydrated corn, and each time that I am going to show you a new method, I'm going to vacuum seal it so that I can get a good seal again, so I can show you how it works. But if you have not, I'm going to be using my brake bleeder pump and this little doohickey. If you have not heard of sealing your jars with a a brake bleeder pump, we have a whole video on that, and I will link that above. You can check that out if you're interested. But first one we're going to try is this ring method. So let me bring you up close and show you. Okay, so the first method is just a butter knife, and we're just going to place the butter knife right where that lid meets the jar, and we're just going to pry up, just like that. And sometimes the butter knife is not my go-to because sometimes it can scratch the rubber, and that's the part that you don't want to damage, so that you can reuse it for other dehydrated foods. But it is an option, so I wanted to show it to you. Let me seal this real quick. The next option is a spoon, and we're going to do the same thing that we did with the butter knife. Between the butter knife and the spoon, I do prefer the spoon because it has more of a blunt edge. It doesn't have any grooves on it like that butter knife does to kind of scratch that rubber. But same thing, just going to put it on that rim and pry. Just like that. The third option is a church key, and this is my go-to option when my fingers won't work and my spoon won't work. For some reason, it tends to be my jams and jellies that kind of seal so good that I can't get it with a knife or a spoon. And a church key has a pointy end and a blunt end, and just for protecting the lid's sake, I always use the blunt end. And it always pops the lid, no problem. So we're just going to hook this underneath the lid and then just pry up. Super easy, and it doesn't damage the lid at all. Okay friends, I hope that helps. I'll put a link down in the description box for this church key. If you don't have one, it's nice to have on hand for those jars that just will not open. See y'all next time. Bye.